of 7 here with another episode of Road to the World Series. Today we played the first game of the Milwaukee Brewers series here at Wrigley Field as we dropped 3 of 4 in our last series to the Giants. Had a couple close games here that we could have gotten, but we didn't come through in the clutch situations, and that's kind of been the story of a lot of our losses. We just didn't come through when we really needed to. But today we start the series with the Brewers the last time we beat them 4 consecutive games. We have a pretty good record against the Brewers this year too. So hopefully we can get back on track against these guys, and then we have a series starting with the White Sox on the weekend coming up in a few days. So if we can get on track here, it'd be great. We got Dan Herron on the mound, 5-2 with a 1.98 ERA. He's been good since he's come over. I can't complain. He's 1-0. Been knocked his ERA all the way down under 2 now. So he's having a pretty good season, and good since he's come over to us. So, and then he's squaring off against Jimmy Nelson, who's 7-7 with a 2.61 ERA. And Nelson, we've hit pretty well all year. So as long as we can continue our success against the Brewers, should be able to make up some ground here in the Central. I just want to check real quick. I don't know if the Pirates played today, and obviously the Pirates played today, and they lost to the Cardinals. But although I think we're chasing the Cardinals now, we're kind of chasing all those teams up there. So we need to get into the 60-win hit the 60-win plateau pretty darn quick here, or else we might fall too far behind to be able to catch them for a playoff spot, or at least be in the playoff race. So without further ado, jump into this ball game here. They're the white uniforms, and this is actually Dan Herron's first game at Wrigley Field this year. And as you can see, everybody pretty much rested up and ready to go. Even John Lester all rested up after his horrific start against the Giants when that game, which we lost 16-3 or 16-6. I'm sorry, 16-6. So look, he's looking for a bounce back, but we're going with Dan Herron today. All of our guys here rested up, which is good to see. Ready to face Jimmy Nelson and the Brewers. So let's go ahead and get into this one, and I'm going to go ahead and kick it out to Matt, Eric, and Steve out at the friendly confines, and I'll be back after the game, guys. Enjoy.
Carpenter, he scores 3 with a double to right center, and the Cardinals lead 7-6. What an at-bat by Carpenter.
And now the 1-1 delivery, and here it is, and it's swung on a high drive left center field. Full going back. He's to the track, and he's right to the wall. He's there. He's squeezing.
Getting ready for first pitch at Wrigley Field. The I-94 rivalry continues. It's the Brewers and the Cubs next on the show. Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Tonight we begin a new homestand with the first of 3 between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Cubs. With that, we say hello again, everybody, and welcome to Cubs baseball. Matt Vasgersian with you, Mike Side. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a good matchup on the mound here in this opener.
Yeah, and you look at the numbers on these 2 guys we're going to see here today. Both of these starters coming off of a no decision in their last outing, so both will be looking to get back into the win column here.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers as they'll align themselves like this here tonight. Set to face these guys, he's been an all-star as both an American leaguer and a National Leaguer in his career. There are the numbers for the veteran right-hander Dan Herron. there's a look at the defensive alignment for the Cubs here. Eric Young Jr. makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening.
Second baseman, Eric Young.
Underway now tonight as the first pitch is looked at for strike one as we'll get this going a little late at 7:06 tonight. EK, take a look at our homestanding nine as they enter play here this evening. It was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
And it's been a little bit of a rocky start to the homestand. Just one win to show for their first 4 games. I think it starts with the pitching. They've got to get a good performance out of this starter if they want to turn around their fortune.
Time to bring in the scouting report graphic, as this should give you a good indication of what we'll see moving forward in this one from the 34-year-old right-hander. Gene Segura will dig in now, and as you can see, he enters play 5th in stolen bases in the National League. First pitch coming. And now he drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And the throw to first will be in time, so they stamp out the bunt attempt.
And when you've got the big lumber coming up behind you, this is not a bad idea. Get on base any way you can so they can hit with runners on. This time he just comes up a little bit short.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Now the pitch. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. The next 0-2. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So a 1-2-3 first inning for Danny Aaron. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. A look there at the starting lineup for the Cubs now. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher, whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number's right there on the right side of your screen. And there you see a look at the defensive alignment behind him for the Brewers. Now there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
And a ball 1-0. EK, you take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
And you know, the little things have been a recurring theme on these telecasts for years now. But when you're in a losing streak like this, no matter how minor it is, it always seems like the little things are going the other team's way. That has certainly been the case these last few games.
Here's the 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Here comes a 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Two-two pitch on the way. Here's the ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And he is going to have extra bases here to start the home first. And he's in at second base with a first inning double.
And hey, with 2 strikes, he's smart to know that you're going to have to protect up there. Meaning, if it's close, you better be hacking. Nothing worse than a called strike 3. So he expands his hitting zone just a little bit, makes really good contact here, and he's going to wind up on second base with a hard-hit double.
Here's Starlin Castro as he swings and pops this one foul off to the right, out of play. He's set, now the pitch. Here's a bouncing ball now headed for the shortstop, Segura. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. And he will make it back in there. He's safe at second base. Now here's the first pitch. Anthony Rizzo swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
I don't think he's going to want to throw that pitch in that same location again ever in his life to this guy.
He's ready. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
From the stretch. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. Pereira will back up and put this away for a long out, number 1. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only 1 away.
Jorge Soler will stand in, and you see there, he's been scorching hot these past few games. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score. But they will not have a shot at 2. He's safe at first, and that will plate our opening marker of the ball game.
And I think the fact that this bat shatters kind of took away the rhythm of the play defensively. So they're able to get the force at second, but no real chance to turn 2 on that play.
In now, number 12. A ball hit hard to the left side. And that'll get down for a base hit.
I tell you, that one's coming in fast, but it's going out faster. Does he square this one up or what? You bet he does.
Miguel Montero will stand in now, and he's certainly one to be wary of as you see the numbers there. Scorching hot these past 10 ball games. First pitch on the way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. Montero waits, now the pitch. And a swing and a miss as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Chris Davis leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Left fielder, Chris Davis.
Now here's the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Come on.
Now the 2-0 home. And a swing here on 2-0 as this is in the air out to straightaway center. And it's a fly out to start the second, 1 away. And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Adam Lind will stand in, currently 8th in the National League in hitting to enter play. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this is foul for the first strike. Lind awaits the 0-1. Good knuckle curve, and he's got him behind 0-2.
And on the mound here, you got to make sure you pitch to the shift. You don't want to make it easier for a guy to go the other way on you.
Now here it comes. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. On to first here as Lind is set down now 2 away.
And right here, if the defense is playing straight up, you figure this has a good chance to get up the middle. But you can see the shortstop lining up just to the right of second base, so the shift works to a T, and they get the 6-3 putout.
Into the box now, Shane Peterson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 3 homers and 11 RBIs. The 1-0 pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
And that'll break the string of 5 straight to start the night. They finally get their first base runner here with 2 outs in the second. Good to at least get something on this guy before he really settles into a groove out there.
Elian Herrera will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. Here's the first offering. And he starts him out with a splitter for a called strike.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Checked by Heron. Now the pitch. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. Soler is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Milwaukee leaves 1. It remains 1-0. Javier Baez will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Second baseman, Javier Baez.
The pitch. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
And the key to this is that he's running hard out of the batter's box all the way. You know, with some guys, it's not always the case, but he is really busting it down the line, and he's going to get rewarded with the infield hit.
Dan Herron will stand in what would appear to be a sacrifice situation here. Now a throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back. And another throw over. Runner back safely. First pitch coming. And now a bunt attempt out of Herron as it looks like a good one. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
And with your pitcher at the plate, you always like it when he can get that bunt down on the very first pitch. Not only do you let him get back to the dugout and rest up just a little bit, but you also keep that momentum going. And that's a nice job right there.
Stepping in now, Addison Russell. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. The average for him at 267 on the year. 6 home runs and 25 driven in. He's ready now. The pitch. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Well, at the very least, he does move that runner up to third base. But with 2 away now, I don't think that's exactly what he was hoping to accomplish. I think he wanted to drive him in.
Dexter Fowler will get his second shot at it now. He doubled to start out the home first. First pitch to him. Swung on and hit in the air out toward left. Davis is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Cubs strand 1. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. Luis Sardinas is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Hitting out for the Brewers, third baseman, Luis.
First offering
Sardinas.
on the way. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
That was a strike, Luis. Come on.
1-0 on the way. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Ready now on 1-1. And he swings on top and sends it on the ground out to second. And an offline throw, but boy, look at him stretch out and keep the foot on the bag. Great concentration there for the first out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 52,
Jimmy Nelson digs in at the plate. And here's the first pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Here it comes. And this will be fouled away. And the pitch. And a minimum effort at bat that time as the pitch is taken for a strike 3 called, and he'll go back to focusing on pitching instead. 2 away now.
You can see him having a few words, heading back to that first base dugout. Does he have a legitimate gripe? It's a hard pitch to take on 0-2, but I'm with him. I'm not so sure that that was in the strike zone.
Eric Young Jr. is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Now the pitch. Oh, and he lays one down here, and this is going to be a tough play. Low roller, and he barehands it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Gone in order are the Brewers. They trail this one 1-0. Back here with Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Starlin Castro gets ready to start out the Cubs half of the inning. Here's the first offering. Swing. Good throw by Young, gets him one away.
First baseman, number 44.
Anthony Rizzo will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled straight back. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
You know, you always worry about the pitcher in a situation like this because he's the closest one to the action. So, of course, he has the least amount of time to dodge anything that comes his way. But he concentrates well enough to get the baseball and throw the guy out at first.
In is Jorge Soler. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1.
Yeah, 2 outs, nobody on. Got a pretty good idea what he's going to do. He won't hold back here.
Now here's the pitch. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And now over the wall. And this is going to be ruled a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Number 18 for him on the campaign. As the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Well, he's been the entire show here tonight. Remember, he drove in their only run earlier, and he continues to have a nice game as he launches this one way out of here.
Into the box, number 12. As he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. Davis is in his tracks now, and he will put it away to retire the side. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. We played 3 full. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Gene Segura will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Shortstop, Gene.
First pitch coming. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here, but if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
Jonathan Lucroy will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Now the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Checked by Heron. Now the pitch. Good break on the knuckle curve, but he missed with it. 2-1. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. There's one. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play.
Well, you kind of thought maybe he'd be running over there at first base. He had a few pitches to think about it and kind of time the move. But by not going, he winds up getting taken off the bases entirely here on the double play.
Chris Davis will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
Now the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Here's the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a two-run game, a two-out walk here would at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, this guy has some pop.
Oh, this is hit hard towards second. Oh, and he misses it. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. None left for Milwaukee. They trail things here 2-0. Miguel Montero will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth. Montero waits. Now the pitch. Ran it in on the fists. 0-1. Now the pitch. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
The way these guys have been swinging at everything, I'm surprised he didn't go after that one too.
1-1 on the way. This is sent on the ground now for the first baseman, Lind. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And you can see that one guy clearly the leader in this category so far, 95 miles an hour versus an even 90 for the other. Javier Baez will dig in. He singled his first time around. First pitch coming. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Young backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it. So he stays with it and pulls it in.
Standing in now, Dan Heron. Swing and a liner towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Adam Lind will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
First baseman, Adam Lind.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
2-0 on the way. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Here's a situation where he just says, shift. What shift? I tell you, you've got to hit a ball awfully, awfully hard to get it through an alignment like that. But he's able to do it here.
Shane Peterson will stand in. A base hit his first time around. First pitch on the way. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. The 1-0. Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. 1-1 pitch on the way. Now a swing and a ground ball. One there. On to first, and it's a well-turned 3-6-1 double play, and quickly there are two gone.
Sharply hit here, but right at the first baseman coming off the bag. So he gets the ball rolling as they pull off the nice 3-6-1 double play.
Elian Herrera will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. Now here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Brewers go down quietly. They trail it here 2-0. Addison Russell will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the fifth.
The shortstop, Addison Russell.
Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. There's his total now, just into his fifth inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
The pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Peterson is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down.
The first thing a pitcher does when he walks out of the tunnel here at Wrigley, he'll take a look at those flags and see which way they are blowing. I mean, this place, it can play like two totally separate ballparks from one day to the next.
Dexter Fowler will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Two runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
And the pitch. Here's a bouncing ball now headed for the shortstop, Segura. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Starlin Castro.
Starlin Castro will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch coming. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They're up 2-0. Luis Sardinas will stride in as he'll be tasked with starting out things in the Brewers' half of the 6th.
Sardinas.
Now here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
The 1-1. Split-fingered pitch that's by him for strike 2.
Well, it's just game 1 of this series, but you almost have to wonder if they forgot to pack their offense when they got on the plane. It's been nowhere to be found so far.
Here comes the 1-2. And a good take there will push it to 2-2 now on the Brewers shortstop.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
Here he comes on 2-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Under it is Rizzo. 1 away.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Jimmy Nelson will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time.
Let's go, Cubbies!
First offering on the way. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Boy, and slow out of the box that time as he's tagged out quickly.
And this doesn't even seem physically possible. I mean, how can a catcher who's in a crouch 3 feet behind the batter wind up fielding the baseball and tagging the runner all in one motion? I think he just broke the laws of physics out there.
Here's Eric Young Jr. now. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1.
He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
And a swing as he pulls this one into right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Nothing happening there against Danny Herron. His guys lead it 2-0. Anthony Rizzo will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. First pitch to him. Swinging a ball hit on, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Here it comes. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
You talk about tying a guy up. My goodness.
Now here it comes. Fouled back. Here's another 0-2. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Now here's the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. He'll try again, 1-2. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. 2-2. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. Here for it is Segura to make the play. 1 gone.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
Jorge Soler will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. And here's the first pitch. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a two-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Number 12 will dig in, 1 for 2 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. The next pitch. Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Gone after 5 1/3 here, as he never really found his groove in this one. Jim Henderson is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 29, Jim Henderson.
Miguel Montero will stand in now following the home run. And you wonder if that losing streak is about to go by the wayside.
Well, they're not home yet, but certainly this has been a much better performance than we've seen out of them for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
Here's the first offering. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
Whoa, there's that calling card right there. First pitch up and in right out of the bullpen. Wake up, everybody.
The 1-0 home. Trying to go the other way. This is looped out toward third. And this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out.
And you know, you're going to see this a lot with a guy who has a great fastball like he does. This one's on the inner half of the plate, and it's so easy for that bat to just sort of drag through the zone. It's hard to catch up with that thing. And you see right here, he's going to make contact right below the label. And this is just going to turn into an easy, soft liner.
Here's Javier Baez. Hey now.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, pitchers have the right to work inside.
4 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Now here's the pitch. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. So 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. The right-hander deals on 1-2. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. The 2-3-4 hitters now to start the 7th. It's now 4-0 Chicago. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front, and before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Gene Segura will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined, so apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Soda! Get the soda here!
First pitch coming. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Pitch on the way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Here's the 1-1. Hit on the ground to short. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Can you take a look there at the line from our starter? I mean, basically, he's allowed 3 singles so far, and that's it. They haven't been able to mount any real opposition against him so far.
1 away now. Here's the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. Now the first pitch. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Here's the pitch. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. 1 out, nobody on. And now a pitch on the way. Got him to swing on top of that one as this ball's dribbled out in front of the mound. Throw to first gets him, and it's a fast start to the inning for Heron. 2 down.
Yeah, and that's not always an easy play for a pitcher, especially when he has to barehand the ball. But luckily, he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
Chris Davis will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1, 2, 3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Now the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Out of play. And the pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Now the 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
So many times pitchers will get ahead and they'll start to mess around, and the next thing you know, it's a full count like it is here.
3-2, here it is. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for a base hit.
Well, you've got a big lead out there on the mound, so on 3-2, it's challenge time. He comes with the good fastball here, but this ball gets turned around for a solid single. That's all right, though. Better that than walking.
Adam Lind will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Oh, and he drives one into deep right center. And it's out of here. So they're on the board, finally. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Number 18 for him on the campaign. And the Brewers have cut it to a 4-2 score now.
He's got to be out there on the mound saying, what on earth just happened? He was cruising along. He got the first 2 outs. Then on 2 pitches, single, home run. I tell you, you can't let your guard down for 1 second out there, or you're going to get burned.
Shane Peterson.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. In now, Shane Peterson, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Now here it comes. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground at first. Onto the bag with it is Rizzo, and the inning is over. But the Brewers do get 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Cubs 4 and the Brewers 2. Dan Herron will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
First pitch coming. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
Chris Coughlin has grabbed a bat here, and it looks like he'll hit for the pitcher, Herron.
Number 8, Chris Coughlin.
He goes the other way as this is hit well out toward deep left field. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop,
Addison Russell will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Now here's the first pitch. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Well, this is just excellent plate coverage here. I mean, this is a guy that uses the entire field. You'll see him just reach that bat out there and slap it down the first baseline for a base hit.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Now the 1-0. And there he goes towards second. Pitch outside. The throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
You know, with just the slim lead that they have right now, this is still anybody's game. So you hate to give away base runners in situations like this. Now, if it's your elite base stealer, go ahead, let him fly. But right here, this is a tough out for me to give away.
Two-0 count, the pitch. Now here's a little tapper down that third base line, and this could be a tough play. But a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Here it comes, 2-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And Segura will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down quietly as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Pedro Strop will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Elian Herrera will stand in 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Tommy LaStella will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Now playing second base, number 11, Tommy LaStella.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Now the pitch. Like a magnet, here's a ground ball to the new guy just into the ballgame out at second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
And as we showed you a moment ago, this guy enters play with an ERA right around 2.5. So he's been a big part of this bullpen, and he gets the first guy he faces right here.
Luis Sardinas will get his third shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. The pitch. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Now here's the pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here comes another 0-2. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Another 0-2 home. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. And in a 4-2 game, time to check the numbers here. It's our starter comparison as we see how these 2 performances stack up against one another. Martin Maldonado will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
The 2-0 on the way. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count?
Maybe even taken 2.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here comes the 3-0. That one's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, 97 will get up on you in a hurry, especially when it's your first AB of the night and you're just settling in.
Now the 3-1 pitch. And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
And you'd like to say, good job there, good eye. But in reality, nobody's swinging at that pitch. It's not even close.
Eric Young Jr. will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Here's the first offering. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. He's set, now the pitch. Oh, good spot. On the black for strike 2.
Now 0-2 here. This is where you need to expand the zone. If it's close, you got to let it fly.
Pause, now the pitch. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. Brewers strand 1, still down by a count of 4-2. Rob Wooten is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Rob Wooten.
Starlin Castro will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Softly hit and a little floater out towards second. And this will be put away easily for the out.
Yeah, and anytime you can get a guy like this to hit a ball like that, well, you know you've won the battle out there on the mound, and that was a good pitch.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
You can do it!
First pitch coming. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Rizzo will head for second. Around second. He'll try for third. The relay throw. Well, he is in there with a triple. Jorge Soler will dig in. He homered back in inning number 3. Now here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
And the infield behind him has come in here, but I've got a feeling he's going to try to handle this one himself.
From the belt, the pitch. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
He waits. Now the pitch. On the ground to third. Throw gets him. 2 down.
That's a big second out right there. Now the infield can back up and play normal depth. And it just got a lot harder to get that runner in from third base.
Christian Orfeo will be charged with the job of getting that guy home as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at third.
Let's send this guy to the shower.
Had him reaching that time. It's strike 1.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
He He's set. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 9th inning coming up. The Cubs lead this one 4-2. Hector Rondon is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. Gene Segura will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Shortstop, Gene Segura.
Mike Olt has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman.
Mike Olt.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
Here it comes. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And Rizzo won't get to this one. It's a fair ball.
And he'll be thinking that's an out he should have had here to lead off the inning. This was maybe not the most routine of hops, but still, you'd think he'd at least be able to get a glove on it.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
One 1-0 pitch now. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Nobody out, runner on first. The 1-1 home. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. Comes set. Now the pitch. Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. Throw to the plate goes right by him. And the runner will score from first.
What an at-bat right here in the 9th. This will end up being a triple. The lead now down to a single run. And before you can blink, that tying run is now stationed just 90 feet away at third base.
Matt Long will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 13, Matt Long.
Here's Chris Davis now. And the runner's coming home. And they roll the dice with a squeeze, and he gets it down. And that'll score the tying run. We're back to even 4 apiece. Adam Lind will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. First offering on the way. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Now the pitch. Opposite field to left. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Around first is Lind on his way to second now. And he is into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Boy, I'll tell you what, he went down and beat a good pitch right there. This thing is right on the knees, maybe even a little below the knees, but he still went down and got it. And he pulls into second with 2 bases. That is some sweet hit.
Stepping in now, Shane Peterson, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Fortunately here, no advance from that runner at second base, so he stays still. But the problems are going to deepen here as he puts runners on first and second now on what will be scored an infield single.
Elian Herrera will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Here's the first pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. The 0-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Boy, he's in trouble enough already, and a wild pitch would only make things worse.
Come on, card the double.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled back. Now the 1-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Big pitch here, 1-2. And a good take there will push it to 2-2 now on the Brewers shortstop.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Sets the 2-2 pitch. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Oh, this is for sure the at-bat of the night so far.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And this pitch is foul tipped at the plate as that came right back and rung right off the mask of Montero back there. He'll try it again, 3-2. And that misses for ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves over to third now.
Boy, that's just a great at-bat right there. He's going to load the bases now, and it's also going to increase the blood pressure of that man out there on the mound. To use up that many pitches and still wind up walking a guy, he's going to need to find that focus again in a hurry.
Luis Sardinas will come up now in an RBI spot, and I imagine that infield will come in here with the game tied now.
Yeah, still only 1 out, so I think that's probably the likely scenario.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Here's the first pitch, and now everybody's running. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. And here's the tag, and he is dead in the water trying to steal home there. That didn't work.
Kind of a wild one right there. It seemed like the entire ballpark was in motion on that play. That had to be some kind of a missed sign somewhere, because I don't think I've ever seen a straight triple steal. Hard not to have something go wrong on that play.
The 0-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. The 1-1 pitch. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Coughlin is there now to put this one away for the third out as they'll strand that potential go-ahead run at third base. Juan Centeno is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Now catching, number 66, Juan Centeno.
Miguel Montero will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around.
Catcher.
And now K-Rod Francisco Rodriguez is up throwing in the bullpen. First pitch on the way. Toss started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. The man you see here out for a second inning of work, and he becomes the pitcher of record now in a tie ball game.
Yeah, he pitched well last time around. No reason to think that he can't do it again.
Montero waits. Now the pitch. And this is swung on and missed that time by Montero. No balls and 2 strikes now. Now here's the pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Pretty dangerous here for a first baseman. This throws high and it's to the home plate side of the bag. So when he leaves his feet, he's really exposing himself to that runner coming down the line. The overthrow, that was bad enough, but a collision there would have really been bad news.
Here's the first pitch. And this may get the runner to third as it's on the ground towards second base. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Oh, and this crowd will appreciate that at-bat right there, and so are the guys in the dugout. You've got the winning run at second base. Job one is to make sure you get him to third with one away, and this ground out will do the job.
Into the box, Chris Coughlin. He'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Look at this. And they're going to walk off here with a 5-4 win.
Well, infield had to come in, and there's just no shot on this one. It just scoots right through there for a walk-off game winner.
Fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Cubs win this one 5-4. Good night from Chicago.
Here now is the final night score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs, 5 runs.
All right, guys, and the Cubs win. We were able to pull this one out. Shouldn't have really had to go to the bottom of the ninth there, but we got lucky there with Eric Young Jr. throwing the ball away, getting Montero to second, and then we moved the runner around. Didn't even get a hit to get that last run, but you know what? Who cares? A W is a W, and we continue our hotness against the Brewers this season as we've only lost 2 games to them all season long. Bumps our record now up to 54-60, and definitely an interesting game there at the end. We had it the whole way and then just collapsed in the 9th inning. Hector Rondon blew the save, but he did end up getting the win in this one. Rob Wooten getting the loss, unfortunately for him. Bad defense cost him the ball game, and it was a much-needed win here as we lost 3 or 4 to the Giants. We were only able to take the Friday game against them, but it's still half the season, not half the season, half the month of April, and then all the month of September to go. So we still have quite a bit of time here, but we need to start winning. It's starting to get to crunch time here, boys, and you know what? We came through today, but hopefully we can come through for the next few games here and bump our record up a little bit more. But that's going to go ahead and do it for this episode of Road to the World Series. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to follow us here on YouTube at Life of Raw Sports Gaming Network, and then also on Twitch at Life of Raw Sports Gaming. And then don't forget to give us a follow on Twitter as well at LRSGN. Keep up with all the updates and stuff going that we all the videos and possibly new series that we'll be doing. But that's gonna go ahead and do it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Big Dope 7, and you guys be sure to keep it real.